Eyeballs and head jokes.
3, 2, 1. Welcome back to episode 211 of Eye Pokes and Head Chokes. It's your boy, Mr. Alex. On the other side, we got Mr. Cooler doing the little give me money dance. Give me, and then you gotta hit them with the Anyways, we're back for another week of fuckery, talking about
fun fuckery.
Fun fuckery. We had some. We'll get right into it. Yeah, not too crazy. We'll get right into it. We're gonna be talking about UFC Fight Night that just happened this past weekend on Saturday. Then we're gonna be previewing UFC 259. This should be a hell of a card. After that, we'll talk about New Japan Pro.
Don't give it away. Let's just get into it.
Pro, and then we'll talk about some AEW Revolution as well. So we go from there. And once again, thanks for joining us this week. And let's just get into it. So, UFC Fight Night. You didn't watch it. You said it, right?
I did not watch it. I watched a whole main event. And I'm sitting there. I'm like, yeah, this is going to be a good night. It's the fucking main event.
Dude, it was all decision wins. All decision wins.
I'm so happy I didn't watch. Look
all
at
decision
that.
Wins. So I was kind of like, don't get me wrong. There was obviously, we'll go through the card first real quick. So first we had Alex Caceres defeating Kevin Kroom at Featherweight. After that, we had Pedro Munoz defeating Jimmy Rivera in a unanimous, great fucking fight. That was the best fight of the night, by the way. That fight you should watch 100%. Defeating Jimmy Rivera in decision, no, you really should though. We had a draw between Montana de la Rosa.
I'm not saying it to be an asshole. I'm just saying I'm not going to go back and watch.
I would.
I'm just not going.
I don't know.
Okay.
But so we had a draw between Montana de la Rosa and Mayra Bueno Silva, which I actually thought was a draw myself. I was trying to get like a little thingy. That's not a bug now that I see. After that, at light heavyweight, we had the co-main event. We had Nikita Krylov versus Magomed Ankalaev. Magomed Ankalaev got the win in the unanimous 3-round decision win. And then after that, at heavyweight, we had another unanimous 3-round decision win for Cyril Gane over Jairzinho Rozenstruik. Overall, relatively tame card. I'm not gonna say boring. I'll say tame because the only knockout happened in the prelims. Vince Cachero knocked out Ronnie Lawrence. I'm sorry, the other way around. Ronnie Lawrence knocked out Vince Cachero, and Ronnie Lawrence, just real quick, looking like a beast in the bantamweight division. The dude moves, man. He's really good. But overall, like everything else was decision wins besides that, honestly. And I'm guessing he gets KO of the night because by default he wins, technically, because they do put out for that. So, but yeah, so like the Alex Caceres fight was relatively straightforward. Kevin Kroom kept trying to put him down onto his back. Nothing crazy. And then Alex Caceres, he was really good at defending the takedowns. Just kept, defending it. When Kroom finally got him down to the floor, but he didn't do nothing with it. They were both tired as fuck by the end of the fight. It was a good controlled fight by Caceres. After that, Pedro Munoz and Jimmy Rivera, they fucking fought. And they were hitting the shit out of each other. But at the same time, Jimmy Rivera was like at a handicap because Pedro Munoz just went after that leg.
Is that the match you told me to watch? Or are you talking about the main event?
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
Not the main event. No, you watched the Pedro Munoz and Jimmy Rivera. That was the fight
of the main event.
And the calf kicks, dude, the whole time. Everybody was trying to figure out how Jimmy Rivera was still standing. Because when he would get kicked by the second round, when he got kicked, like he would just fall and come back up and like he would try to shake it off and keep going. He went all 3 rounds. Like his shit was done. But he was still punching back. He was still in the fight. He was still fighting. And this was like a run back between the two of them because Jimmy Rivera actually got the win 5 years ago on Pedro Munoz. So like there was a run back. It was like nothing crazy, nothing hostile at all. Like they were both like very sportsmanlike. But heart for Jimmy Rivera, because he was complaining by the end of the first round, like, yo, my leg fucking hurts. Like, I don't know what to do with it. And they were just like, you either quit or you just keep going. So he just pushed through, did what he had to do. And that's why I just kept, like, tweeting about it. I was like, yo, like, the calf kicks being the new meta are fucking crazy. But it is what it is. And that's, it was the best match of the night. And the rest of them were just, like, decision. I mean, the draw was definitely a draw. I feel like that's a correct call. Nobody should have won that fight.
Which fight?
Between Montana De La Rosa and Mayra Buena Silva. Montana De La Rosa definitely like won. They both each won a round, and then like the other round, it was just like we can't really put one of you above the other. So
the triple co-main event match.
Mm-hmm. And then the Magomed Ankalaev, he did good. It was one of those slog, like put him against the wall. I know people don't like to see it.
Okay.
But it's still part of the game overall.
So stomping and all of that.
Yeah, they got some hits in. And then when you get to the main event, you saw the main event. It was just Saragan on the outside.
I was excited because I thought everything else was happening after. Like I thought that was the start of the night because it was not exciting. It's not that it lacked excitement. Heavyweight fights are hard to place because everyone understands the power.
Out. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, everyone understands that, and nobody wants to be knocked out.
Like unless you're Francis Ngannou, who's gonna go right for it, like, or Derek Lewis, who just wait for you, and just the power is there. Everybody's aware that the power is there, clearly. But this one was it was touch and go for Cyril Gane. Jairzinho couldn't do shit. He was just waiting for him the whole time. Like if he would have moved forward just a bit more, just reduced the range, he could have reduced the range. Like if he would have reduced the range just by a fraction, he did it at once in the final round. He did it once in the final round. It might have been the end of the fourth, but like he did it once, and he kind of started getting to him. But then, like he's gonna dance around. You gotta bum rush him. You gotta take that chance that you're gonna get hit. Because this right here, and even the commentator was saying like, this didn't wow anybody. This didn't wow anyone. And after this one, like, you're ranked 4, you're ranked 6. Like, why should I give you a title shot if you're gonna be boring? You know what I mean?
I was gonna ask that. Why do they even go up the ranks because of that? Like.
Cyril Gane might, because Jairzinho was 4 and he was 6.
Yeah.
So
I think he was 7. I thought he was 7.
He was 7, exactly, even then. So he might go up to 4 or 5, but no higher than that. Because it was just like...
And Cyril Gane was talking, he's like, yo, I just started my MMA career.
That's not an excuse.
No, I'm not using that as an excuse.
Oh, I'm here already, and whatever.
Yes,
like, I'm that good. Blah blah blah.
I'm using that as a reason why
overall, but
and that's why Rosenstruck was like he was playing it a certain type of way. Like you don't just run through the division like that, even though it's only 8 professional wins. This one being the 8th, but still, like
Cyril Gane put on a show in his other matches, but I'm guessing once he got to the big boys that could knock you out, he was like, maybe I shouldn't, like maybe
because I'm gonna get hit too.
Catch an uppercut, maybe I don't want to catch a overhand. So I mean I get it. Oh, like I said, overall team fights. Besides the Pedro Munoz and Jimmy Rivera, definitely fight of the night. But beyond that, like. Yeah, it was alright. It was nothing crazy. I was kind of annoyed. I was just like, all right. I was like, and we're taking this off. But like as soon as it ended, I was like done. But yeah, so like moving on from that, we can move on to the meatiest card probably of the whole year. UFC 259. So we're gonna start with let's see.
We have another
prelims. So we have some shit on the prelims. Not too many. I know for the most part, like I don't know most of these names, but I know Dominic Cruz is the former champion is on the prelims. Ranked number 11th versus Casey Kenny. That should be interesting. Should probably bet on that. I mean, I'm gonna be watching from the early prelims. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm just gonna have it on.
Yeah, you know what it is. We always say that the match card pretty much dictates a lot, right?
Yeah.
And this is a match card that we're gonna see a couple of knockouts. We have Izzy as the main event. It's not the same thing as a heavyweight as the main event, but we have it. I'm just saying we have Izzy as the main event. It's gonna be some knockouts.
So
somewhere.
With the main card, we have at number 2 at light heavyweight, we have Tiago Santos versus Alexander Rakic at number 4. After that, we're going to have at lightweight Islam Makhachev. Yeah, Makhachev versus Drew Dober. So there's some hype around Islam Makhachev saying that he might be the next
Khabib?
Yeah, there you go. I don't know why I forgot his name. See, I forgot your name, GOAT. Chill.
I just read the last name. What we gotta do is we gotta come back.
Yeah. So he's supposed to be the next Khabib. I don't know if he trains with them or whatever. But yeah,
he just looked in the mirror and said, "I look like him."
Yeah, exactly. He kind of does actually. If he goes out a little further, he kind of does. So in the third fight, which is the bantamweight title match, which we have Peter Yan, champion, defending against number 1 ranked Aljamain Sterling. Should be interesting. I don't know if he has enough to get past Peter Yan. Peter Yan's fucking beast too. He got the power, he got the speed. Aljamain Sterling. Yeah, that's for the title. It's 3 title fights. Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see what happens there. I'm gonna get Killer Dan's feedback on the night, what he thinks, and then just go for my bets from there. I'm kidding. After that, at co-main event, we have Amanda Nunes, the women's GOAT, best champion around, best women's fighter of all time in the UFC, MMA, pretty much, honestly, at this point. Huh?
Can you hear?
You probably won't hear it from my side, but that's okay. Yeah, we got Amanda Nunes defending her championship at featherweight against Megan Anderson. It presents a pretty stylistically like really good clash because Amanda Nunes, we know Amanda Nunes. That's not fun. Like we don't know who the fuck Amanda Nunes is or what she can do. But on top of that, we have Megan Anderson.
Can she not do everything?
I know, that's the thing. We got Megan Anderson, who Amanda Nunes has given credit to. She's like, she's a different fighter for me. Like, she's like, I want to brawl. Megan Anderson, she's tall, she's long, she's a legit, 145 pounder. Yeah, dude, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it's stylistically different for Nunes because she has to fight a long, lanky person. She has to get on the inside. Not that she can't.
She has to fight
Amanda Nunes. She has to fight up, exactly. But I'll leave it to Amanda Nunes. I've seen the betting odds. She's a minus 1,300 for a reason. She's the double champ. She's the best of all time that we've got to see. She's one of my favorite fighters to like ever watch fight, to be honest with you, because she's just a fucking beast. Like I expect Nunes to come out with the win, honestly. But I also expect Megan Anderson to give her a fight. I expect her to give her a fight. I'm pretty sure Amanda Nunes is going to be figuring out the range at first and this and that. And then afterwards, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. If it gets to the championship rounds, we'll see what Megan Anderson is actually made of. And you never know. This is the thing. When you have a longer person, you never know. So if you have a plus 700 betting odds, you might as well just put a little money on it. Anyways, continuing from there, at main event, we have Jan Blachowicz versus Israel Adesanya. At light heavyweight, you have the light heavyweight champion versus the middleweight champion. Interesting fight.
I don't know. I'm just waiting to see.
This is my thing. Adesanya is the favorite, right? And I understand why. I understand why he's a favorite. He's a beast. The thing is, as good as he is, at the end of the day, power kills. If he gets caught once, power kills. I'm not saying he has a weak chin. Far from that. Because obviously, Paulo Costa, when he fought Paulo Costa could punch. Paulo Costa couldn't get close. Izzy handled him like Izzy handles everyone else. But if Jan Blachowicz gets a fucking hit, or if he slows him down to the body or something,
And then John is actually a little bit heavier too.
And that's what I'm saying. So he's like at 216. That's his normal weight. 216. You got to come to 205. So that's like what
he's gonna
absorb the ring at.
He's gonna absorb all that pain. More.
Exactly. And he's Polish. Like they absorb everything. Like literally everything. And you know that 216-pound weight compared to Izzy's fucking 185, he might be closer to like 190, 195 when he gets into the fight because he doesn't have to cut down as much weight, so it might help him with absorbing more hits, but it also might slow down his speed. But then at the same time, you got to look at the way he fights. Like, and it's just, he's unorthodox while being orthodox. He kind of has that Bruce Lee shit going about him, fighting without a style.
Yeah.
You know, so like, he get you from anywhere. Like, it's gonna be interesting, man. It's gonna be interesting.
It is. It's very interesting.
I don't know who to really pick. My gut tells me to go with Izzy, but I wouldn't be surprised if one well-placed, well-timed counter hit or punch to the gut or whatever, something. I think his thing is Jan has to slow him down. He has to go to the body. He has to go to the legs. Try to slow him down.
Wait, is it Jan or is it Jan?
Jan, I don't know. We'll go with Jan. Jan Black. It is Jan. I think it's Jan. But I think overall he has to go to the body, slow him down. He has to bring his chin down a bit. And once you start going to the body or to the legs, if you make him immobile, Izzy, you might have a chance. But you gotta do it early. You gotta go for it early.
Yeah.
So it's gonna, because like Izzy's win rate is 75% TKO, 25% by decision. But Jan, he has a 30% by TKO, 33% by sub, and 37% by decision. So it's like he could win in multiple different ways. So
Izzy is not so much. Izzy got two options.
Izzy gonna try to knock you the fuck out. But but again, that's not saying that he don't got a ground game. That's just saying that, hey, this is,
we haven't seen it, and he hasn't won.
He hasn't needed it.
More so.
He hasn't needed it. I would say. So I wouldn't be surprised if Jan tries to take it down to the floor. Especially using more of that weight. Like if he could use his weight effectively and slow him down, then we're talking. So what are you watching?
I'm watching the women's tournament, and it's actually I'm watching. It's the AEW women's tournament. It's not the actual tournament. It's the actual. What is this? This is a 6-woman tag before the actual tournament. It's not bad. It's the most exciting thing outside of like. It's the most exciting thing on the hour card because I watched it yesterday on Bleacher Report, but I didn't really care. But I didn't really watch the first match, which is the 6-woman match.
Got it.
So 6-woman tag match. So yeah, where do we go from here?
From here, we can move on to New Japan real quick. We got some New Japan news over the weekend. We had New Japan Strong. And we had the Moxie versus Kenta,
and that was also New Beginnings too. Apparently,
it was New Beginning in it was New Japan Strong, New Beginning in the US. That was pretty much the end, even though New Beginning technically finished, but that was the actual end. I'm pretty sure that happened during New Beginnings, and they just post dated it. It's fine.
Yeah,
it happens. Kenta has to get back to Japan eventually, so it is what it is. But overall, we had Jon Moxley retaining his title against Kenta in a pretty good match, pretty good spots. Kenta went through a table with Jon Moxley. It had good spots, and I didn't expect him to go through the table with him and that shit. Like, they had really, really good pacing. It was like a 23-minute match, 20-something minute match, I think.
Something like that.
Close to 20 minutes. I don't know if it was over or under.
It wasn't 20 minutes, but it was close to that.
Yeah. I think, honestly speaking, this should have been on the AEW Revolution card. That's just me.
They should have just put it on the AEW Revolution. Well, I don't know. What is on that card? That card?
I mean, no, don't worry about that yet. We'll get into that afterwards. I'm just saying.
I wouldn't have. Yeah, no, I wouldn't have put that on the card. I would have.
AEW. I would have put that on actual AEW.
Yeah, I would have put that because New Japan they're still trying to get a TV deal out here.
Yeah,
they're still trying to get a TV deal out here. So I would have put that out on AEW.
I would have put it out on AEW, but like had it simulcast on New Japan. That match, you know what I mean? Like AEW would have simulcasted on New Japan's network at the same time, and that would have probably been smarter overall to get more eyes. But it is what it is. I mean, we got a good match out of it. A good sub 20-minute match. It was hard hitting.
It feels weird as fuck. I like watching New Japan Strong, but I don't like watching New Japan Strong because
of the fact that it's like
there's no crowd at all. It's the LA dojo, so there's no crowd. Nobody's permitted to be in there. Fucking go to Vegas.
Just go talk to Dana. Be like, yo,
Dana. It says,
can we put a ring in here real quick?
Right, like lights? I was thinking about that. I want to know how they would change if like they had MMA matches with the same type of ring and not territories, but like independence. Like how the fuck would that work? That's interesting. But
I don't know.
That's a whole nother topic. But it just felt very weird because nobody's in there at all. And they're well, not that nobody's there. It's no crowd. It's too silent. It feels like a throwback to the beginning of the pandemic.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, absolutely. When they were still trying to figure it out, that's what it felt like. But most of all,
it threw me off. It did throw me off. But I did like the match. It was just not as long as I thought it would be. 15 to 18 minutes for a title match, which is not bad. It just with that and no crowd, both of those two things together.
Yeah, it kind of took away from it. Like it still told the story, obviously, because there was still heat and whatever. And it still showcased both of them what they could do and whatnot. Like it was great. But yeah, like you said, I think it should have either been they should have let him fly to Japan, or they should have had it on AEW. I would have preferred to have been on AEW because he showed up at AEW, so it should have been on AEW. They should have defended that title at AEW. Definitely. But yeah, also besides that, we had news about New Japan also unifying the IWGP Heavyweight and IWGP Intercontinental Championships, which kind of pisses me off.
I'm not with it. I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Like it. I'm not a fan of it. We've discussed the fact that you shouldn't have to defend both belts at the same time. That's not that should.
But maybe twice in a night.
Yeah, the IWGP Intercontinental Championship is such a prestigious title that so many people dream of winning. Like it's the Intercontinental Championship.
MVP as the first title holder. That's one thing that doesn't grind my gear, but it gets me a little bit that's the title that they're gonna actually not retire. But MVP was the first one to hold that title
ever.
The
IWGP Intercontinental Championship.
Yes, I looked that up already. I thought I'm not you asshole, but yes, he was the first one. MVP was the first one. Andrade held that title too. Andrade held that in his 20s, and he was the lightest champ. Yeah, bitch. Yeah, don't second guess me right now. But it's bothersome. Like that's the title that they're gonna. What are they gonna do? What's the secondary title? The neverweight title? The never openweight title? No one talks about that title much, but now we're gonna have to.
I just don't like.
They should have put like a little documentary out around it, like the trouble or the pressure of holding two titles.
Now I have to fucking buy the goddamn belt. Like I have to buy the belt now.
Oh man, I want to know what it's gonna look like when they reintroduce that, because I feel like they're gonna reintroduce that. I feel like they will reintroduce that one day. Maybe a couple of months from now, maybe a year or two.
It's only been around for about 10 years, and it's like, why would you unify the titles already? But the thing was, it became a prestigious title because of the people that started holding it. Like you said, you had MVP, you had Okada, Naito holding it at one point.
Was that the title that Naito was picking around?
You had Nakamura. Yeah, you had Nakamura holding it, and Nakamura elevated the shit out of it. Kenny Omega. fucking like. I don't.
Listen, I'm gonna say Andrade again. Andrade again.
Yeah. So it's like
I gotta watch those matches too.
You unified it too soon. There was no point for it. That was your main second belt. You were co-main event, or you were main eventing. Like,
there's something that they're trying to do with the U.S. title, and I get it, but at the same time, don't do it right now in a pandemic. Wow, we can't do much traveling
international, exactly,
with that title. Yeah, like, okay, get it, keep it in the U.S., figure out how we can have somewhat of a crowd and do that. Like, something. Like, bring the family members in to see the matches then. Fuck it.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all. For not liking it. Yeah, you've had, so let's see. You've had MVP, Masato Tanaka, Hiroki Goto, Shinsuke, La Sombra, which is Andrade, Hiroshi Tanahashi, Bad Luck Fale, Kenny Omega, Michael Elgin, Tetsuya Naito, Minoru Suzuki, Chris Jericho, Kota Ibushi, Jay White, and Evo. It's like, why would you get rid of that belt? Like,
how many champions do they have in total? Like around 26, right?
What do you mean?
It's not that. Like, how many title holders how many people have held that title in general? Like, how many?
15.
That's stupid.
That's stupid. That's actually changed hands that much, bro. When people got that belt, they got that belt. Like, they held that shit down. So
maybe that's the point, but at the same time, that's a bad point.
I just don't know why you would unify it.
It doesn't make sense when you can't. They're gonna end up stripping Moxley from the from the title again.
I don't think they'll do that twice, because he already defended it. He maybe has another 6 months before he has to defend it again. Hopefully travel.
And that's bad.
But we'll see. We'll see what's happening.
That's not that good with that point. But yeah, I get it.
News, but
well, let's see what they can do with the fucking never open weight title. Honestly.
So like it got. I'm sorry. I'm just looking at the thing.
No. I don't have nothing to say. Oh, so Jay White, he hates the idea. So he just started shitting on I think Kota Ibushi has the titles, right? I haven't watched New Japan in a minute. But he says, okay, he put bullet points and he tweeted, he said, okay, once to become a double champion, becomes double champion, realizes that means defending 2 championships, doesn't want to be double champion anymore. Reverse back to being a single champion. Congratulations. You supported him. You get the champion you deserve.
Absolutely. I didn't want him to win. Like, don't get me wrong. As great as Ibushi is, amazingly talented as he is, like, let's not front. We wanted fucking Jay White to win because, let's be real. But it just bothers me. Like, I don't.
There's so many different
now be connected. They'll be known collectively as the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship, which is practically the same thing. But like,
so is it a unification or is it not, or is it like a year down the line? I beat you, and I'm gonna be. I beat you whether the title was on the line or not. I can walk around with this title, like which is an Impact. That's the Moose thing. Moose walks around with the TNA title, the TNA World Heavyweight title.
Yeah. That's fine.
But they don't recognize that as a title in TNA. Like, they just started in Impact. They just started, like maybe like last week. But yeah, I'm fine with that too. Something.
Yeah, I'm fine with that there. But like, I don't like it. I'm not a fan. Either. You fucked up, New Japan. Make them defend both titles. That's the thing. Like, it don't got to be at the same time. Just make them fucking defend it one night at Wrestle Kingdom and then the next night at Wrestle Kingdom. Every other person has been able to do it.
There's a fucking storyline behind a way to get out of one of the title matches at a pay-per-view. Somebody gets injured.
I'd be like, yo, I don't want both. I just want the one. No. Just the one. Intercontinental. That's what I don't care about the other one. You don't have to fight as hard. I just want that one. That's what I'll tell them. Like,
that wouldn't happen, but it's gonna be the other way around. I want the heavyweight. Fuck that little shit. But yeah, like I can understand if it was the Intercontinental and a never open weight. I can't understand this. And I know the U.S. title is brand new. What's that, like 3 years old? Because we were
2.5. I don't think it's 3.
I think it's 3. We were at a Ring of Honor show.
We've been to many Ring of Honor shows.
Okay, let me finish my statement. We were at a Ring of Honor show when they introduced that title. Mm. They came out and they showed it at the Hammerstein and everything. I think I have that video. But we were there. We were there when they did that. And it's like, okay, that's cool and all, but what else? What else is happening here? Like, there has to be more. Because at first we were not excited, and then I think Kenny got it in
May 2017. Like I said, 2.5 years. No, that's 3. No, 2.5 years.
2.5. May.
Oh, it's 2021. I'm fucking bugging right now. Sorry. Okay, fine, fair enough.
Yeah, I know I wasn't bugging.
Enough. So yeah, because we had Kenny Omega that won it first, then Jay White, then Juice Robinson, Cody, Juice Robinson, Mox, vacated, Lance Archer, Mox again. So yeah.
So at least
it was at the G1 special in USA when Kenny won it. You're right. I remember watching that on.
But you do remember when they introduced it at the Ring of Honor show?
Yeah. I think it was like Final Battle or something like that.
I don't know. I think it was like I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, maybe.
It is.
I don't even know if I went to a Final Battle show. I completely don't remember anything anymore.
Either way, yeah, it's been so fucking long.
Ring of Honor, no date. I have no dates of memories for Ring of Honor. I just have memories.
May 12, 2017, World of Worlds in New York. That's where it was. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, either way, fuck the unification. We don't like it. And with that being said, New Japan, you fucked up. We're moving on to AEW. Since we were talking about AEW.
Last thing about New Japan, they still have a working relationship with CMLL.
Good.
They announced that on Twitter, and I was like, okay, well, that's nice to know. But
cool. What are you doing with it, anyways?
Yeah. They need some live shows out in Mexico.
Rounding up, we have 2020. Sorry, we have AEW Revolution. AEW Revolution coming up this weekend as well. So I'm gonna run through the card real quick. So we're gonna have the Casino Tag Team Royale. Fuck.
Did we talk
what?
Did we talk about Paul White last week?
Oh right, Paul White signed with AEW. But that happened after the show, though. After we recorded.
I don't even fucking
The Big Show signed with AEW. Not really the Big Show, Paul White, but whatever. So we could have said that afterwards, you fucker. Like, what the hell? Why you? So, getting back to the fucking card at Revolution. So at the pre-show, we have the Casino Tag Team Royale. I need to shut the fuck up. After that, we have Miro and Kip Sabian versus Orange Cassidy and Chuck Taylor. Following that, we have Face of the Revolution ladder match: Cody Rhodes versus Scorpio Sky, Penta, El Cero Miedo, Lance Archer, and to be determined. Two to be determined people. I don't know. Whatever.
No, it's Cody, Scorpio Sky, Penta's back, Lance Archer, Preston Vance, aka 10 from the Dark Order, Max Caster from the Acclaimed, and one to be determined.
Okay, so CBS fucked up CBS. After that we have Adam Page versus Matt Hardy in the big money match. What is that about?
So
here comes the money. Sorry, my voice cracked there. Need water.
Yeah, that was
money. Dollar bills. Sorry, go ahead, continue.
Dollar bills, y'all. Okay, I was gonna let you keep singing. So yeah, the big money match is pretty much. Big Money Matt is running around trying to get everyone to work under him, under his company, under his guidance and things like that. As Big Money Matt would do, he knows exactly how the business runs and shit like that, right? So they are basically they're having a match, and the winner gets 25 or 50% of the earnings of the loser for the first quarter of the year.
Okay.
That's what it is.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay. So
it's a nice little gimmick match, but it's
I don't need it, but whatever.
I don't need Hangman to do this, but I feel it. I get it. Like they're building him up to be somebody who has had big matches or important matches with more known people.
Okay, fair enough.
So I still think he's gonna take the title off of Kenny Omega.
Yeah, no. After that we have Brian Cage and Ricky Starks versus the Face Painters. Darby Allin thing. So you're gonna see Darby Allin trying to kill himself throughout the whole match in a recorded match. I think that's my thought behind it.
Cinematic.
Yeah, whatever the fuck you want to call it. It's a produced match. I think because
I don't.
He's old. He can't be taking bumps like that.
Oh shit! You didn't see that power bomb that he took last week.
Again, you said it was all arms. It wasn't full body.
It was all just this. It was all this and that. Like,
so I'm saying
it was safe and protected.
Just put padding on his back or something. I don't know. Give him a pillow. I worry about him. He's like 50 something. Like, I don't know.
He wears a fucking leotard. Like,
he's not gonna wear that in a street fight, bro. He's not. He's too old for that leotard. And if he comes out in a leotard, then I'll be like, God damn. Just protect Sting, please, God. After that, we have
one of the legends.
We have AEW Tag Team Championship, the Young Bucks versus the Inner Circle, Chris Jericho and MJF.
Y2J and MJF.
He's Y2J.
I don't care about that match. No, he's not. I'm just being with the lettering.
Yeah, lettering. After that, we have the AEW Women's Championship, Hikaru Shida versus whoever wins the Eliminator tournament. Who's it looking like?
It's looking like Thunder Rosa. Thunder Rosa has to go up against, what is her name? Nyla Rose this Thursday. So that's who I'm going for. Thunder Rosa. I want her to win. I like Nyla, but Nyla had the title at the beginning of the year, last year. And because of the pandemic, of course, I understand why she wasn't around.
Absolutely.
But I'm looking forward to somebody who really, really needs to have these matches and defend this title.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I love Thunder Rosa. So.
Not that Hikaru Shida can't hold that title and can't push the women's division, but they need somebody like Thunder Rosa, unfortunately.
She has a title. She has a wrestling style that can do it. Like, she's technical. She doesn't really fly much. I haven't really seen her fly at all.
But Shida doesn't fly that much, though.
I don't know what
hits you more than anything.
I don't know what she does. I haven't seen a fucking match. She defended the title like 3 times in a whole year. It's about to be a year in May.
Why are you getting mad at her? It's not her fucking fault they're not booking her.
It's not the hers. I know.
It's not. So you can't get mad at her. It is not. But she's more of a striker than anything.
I'm just annoyed with how they're booking the women. Like, the division is looking nice, but the title is just not looking like anything that matters. No. The title looks like a toy, and the division champion looks like a toy.
I mean, it also doesn't help when you have
injuries after.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so like Britt Baker had an injury, but she's back.
Statlander had the injury after that.
Anna Jay, Abaddon even had one, even though she's not really a contender. But the injuries play a big part in it. But at the same time, like, have a fucking dark match. Put them on.
Man, I don't know. Again, that's up to fucking AEW and the booking. I don't know what's going on there.
I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Push it more.
I don't want to talk about it anymore.
After that, you should have been like, you know how you do that? The kids do that shit. You tell them to stop it, and they stop right there. Like, stop it. Anyway, after that, we have at main event we have the AEW World Championship match: Kenny Omega champion versus Jon Moxley in an exploding barbed wire death match. Please, somebody explain this to me. So, when they get close to the barbed wire, does it just explode? And they get shrapnel in their eye? And then they're dead? Because my thing is, just toss grenades into the fucking ring at this point? If you're saying exploding barbed wire?
The barbed wire is exploding. I'm going to spit all over my fucking screen now.
But that doesn't make sense. You might as well throw a grenade in there. It's the same effect.
Okay, you haven't been on Twitter, so you haven't seen any of the clips of like the GIFs of the old matches. You land on the barbed wire and
it explodes?
Yes.
No, that doesn't. Hold on.
Oh shit! Yes, it does.
Exploding.
You might want to look into the wire. Go to the whatchamacallit? Go to the likes. Go to the likes on our page. God damn it.
No, I just went to. Oh Jesus! Why would you do that?
Oh yeah. Because it's Jon Moxley. I kind of want Moxley to win this match.
Qu'est-ce que c'est? Run away. This looks dangerous as fuck. Oh,
it looks fun too. To watch. Fun to watch.
Yeah. I'm about to say to watch, right? So are they gonna be in a cage of wires? Oh, that is not. What the fuck is the point? Because if you're
they haven't said that they were going to be in a cage of wires, but I'm just very interested in what's going to happen.
If you're not in this motherfucker, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a cage. If you're not in a cage like that, and you're going into it blowing up, I don't care. Just make it a regular match.
What do you mean make it a regular match? No.
Come on, look at this. It's a fucking
that is fucking
cage.
Amazing.
That's what it should be. I don't know. I just know they're about to die.
Make sure you use that GIF and send it to me as well, because not the GIF, but the video, something, some way, somehow. It looks amazing.
I want to see this shit explode. Oh my god! Wait. Sorry. I just want to see this because I don't know.
Yeah, you over there talking shit until you see the damn.
Yeah, and it caught fire at the bottom. They all died, including the ref.
No one died.
So is the ref gonna die?
I don't think the ref is gonna be in the motherfucking ring.
No. The ref needs to be in the ring. You better learn how to get the fuck out the way. Don't put Earl Hebner in on this match. Don't do it. Earl Hebner
lost a step. He can't do it. Oh, Aubrey could kill that shit. She's gonna be in there sidestepping like a motherfucker.
I mean, she's the head ref, isn't she? So she'll technically be doing the.
I don't know if she's the head ref, but
I think she is.
I forgot the titles. I don't care.
That shit blew up, bro.
Yes, it exploded. It didn't blow up. There's a difference.
Shit is crazy. Shit is crazy.
Well, that's a whole fucking cage. That's different.
It needs to be that way. Look at that shit. Boom. We need that. If AEW ain't bringing us that, I don't care.
Like
that's it. I don't care.
They haven't said much of what this match is going to be.
It needs to be like that. Name. It needs to be like that.
So I would love for the surprise to be a real fucking cage.
It needs to be like that.
I would love that surprise. I need that. I kind of need that.
It needs to be like that. I just need none of them to die, and we'll be fine. Because if you're gonna call it an exploding barbed wire match, it needs to be that. But so that's AEW. Yeah. Do we have anything else that you want to interject with in the last minute?
NWA news. I don't think I have AEW news, but NWA news. So apparently NWA, everybody was going crazy because everybody thought that NWA was canceling and closing their doors and never going to have a show again. And they just deleted all their videos from Twitter. I mean, not from Twitter, from YouTube. So
are they canceling?
No, they're not. They basically just stopped, and they stopped NWA Power. And then they started
your videos from YouTube.
I don't know. It comes down to maybe they're trying to get a TV deal or something like that. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. I assume that they're gonna transfer that content to a channel or something like that. Because if you look at New Japan and that Roku deal, I don't know what the fuck it is. That Roku deal is trash. all it has on is New Japan Wrestle Kingdom 14. The 2 nights from Wrestle Kingdom 14. For now, it launched half a month ago, 2-3 weeks ago. What's the point of even launching it if you're not going to start with a regular show? Nobody's going to start watching this. Is there?
Back to NWA.
So back to NWA, I think they're going to do that. I think they're going to have back catalog, and they have dates that they're producing shows for starting, I believe this week. So I would hope that they place it somewhere else, maybe like a Roku channel, and give new content as well. So I don't know. That's my only guess. I would hope that they're doing it that way. It would make more sense that they're gonna introduce a whole new channel and a whole new show, because, like it or not, YouTube is where the money comes in, but it comes in based off your own merit.
Absolutely.
It comes in based off your own merit, which is great. But at the same time, when you get that deal for a Roku channel, you might get commercials with it or whatever, how it goes. Like
true. You're right.
So yeah. But at the same time, I would keep my content on YouTube as well, because you can always watch that, and there's always commercials attached to that. So don't count my money, but it's gonna keep piling up over here on YouTube, and as well as using YouTube for other special content, whether it's just promo videos and stuff like that. So I don't know, but they did lose a lot of talent. So I don't know.
They did lose a lot of talent. You're not wrong. Maybe they took it down because they are selling it to somebody. So you might not be wrong. You might not be wrong there.
I hope they're selling the show and not the actual branding.
Hopefully.
You never know.
It was doing good before pandemic, man.
It was
doing very well.
Yeah, so, Tuesdays at 7. Yes.
Hopefully,
or 6:05.
Really throw that shit out like that. But I mean, them be the times, bro. Like you have restaurants closing, you have like all this shit. Like it sucks, but that's just what it is now, you know. That's definitely the nature of the beast right now. It really blows. It really fucking blows, and I hate it. Anything else, real quick, before we sign off?
Somebody passed, but I cannot remember the name, and I'm trying to think of it at the same time while we go. Who was also an NWA talent? We got to see Enzo and Cass back, and Enzo still looks like somebody's dirty teddy bear that didn't get washed in 5 years, and Cass looks great.
Oh, he looks great. I saw the picture. He looks great.
Cass looks great, but Enzo looks like somebody's teddy bear who didn't get washed for a whole decade. Like, he looks bad. He
always looks like that. So what's the difference?
Now, he has a gut, and he looks a lot out of shape. Like, maybe just a bare belly and definition is bad. I don't know, but yeah, that's it's whatever. Did you see the tweet that Bow Wow sent to Chris Bay?
I don't care about Bow Wow or Chris Bay.
Come on!
I don't
stand for Bow Wow. Either way. What is next? EC3 just got signed to Ring of Honor, so I
thought he was with TNA.
He was independent.
Oh, he just showed up there.
Yeah, he showed up wherever the fuck he wanted to control his narrative.
He can't. How come he
needs that Cody deal. He needs that non-exclusivity deal. But maybe the time is over for that. I don't know. But the time is never over for that. Maybe he has a year or two deal. I don't know. Either way, he's with Ring of Honor now, which is a great place to be. But hey, can't get mad at that. Okay, so the gentleman that I spoke about who has passed, that was formerly of NWA, is, if I can, okay. Excuse me. Joseph Hudson, he was known as Josephus, I believe it was. I might be saying that wrong, but either way, Joseph Hudson, he was in NWA. He played the question mark character for a while in the first pretty much all of NWA Power, pretty much. He also was the embodiment of Bruiser Brody for the Dark Side of the Ring. Yeah,
okay.
in a Dark Side. So, and Dark Side of the Ring executives had nothing but nice things to say about him. So of course, the timing is right, but either way, they had nothing but nice things to say about him. So definitely want to send condolences to the family of Joseph Hudson.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So on that note, I think that's all we got. Thanks so much for joining us. You could follow us on Twitter at Pokes and Chokes, myself at _Mr. Alex25.
One last
No, you fucked up. That's it. I don't care. I will mute you.
I will mute you. Really want to do this? Don't do that. Come on.
I will mute you. You had your chance. I gave you a good 10, 15 seconds before I even say anything. And you said nothing. I don't care.
Really? I said something. I gave you the finger.
No. I gave you this finger. All right?
Well, I'm going to give you two of them.
That's fine. I'll take it. At Pokes and Chokes. Myself at _Mr. Alex25 _ the guy on the other side always doing this shit at
NU _KEWFA.
Facebook.com/Pokes and Chokes. On Instagram at Pokes Chokes Podcast. We're on Spotify, Transistor FM, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and Stitcher. Also, Redbubble, Threadless, and Teespring for our merch. And click Teespring for all that shit I just mentioned. The link down. Teespring. Linktree down below. And you should get an apron. Yeah.
I was cooking today. I don't usually cook, but I was cooking today. So I was like, you know what? If that was an apron, I would have did a little video.
Hot dogs don't count. It's fine. All right. Thank you so much.
I'm not even on the Foreman grill, okay? I'm in the real oven.
Yeah, it's fine. Peace out, everybody. Have a good one. We'll catch you after UFC 259 and AEW Revolution.
I need the 200 cup.
Yeah, just write a 2 with permanent marker.
Right? That's a $sign now. That's a $sign.
Bye, motherfucker. It would be. It would.